In the old days, when the moon was a sister to the earth and the stars were closer to the heads of men, there was a village called Nombeka, cradled between rolling hills and sleeping rivers. In Nombeka, the nights belonged not to silence, but to the fire. Every evening when the work was done and the animals rested, the people would gather in the open clearing at the village's heart. There, an old man named Baba Thabani would sit by the great fire, its flames dancing and snapping like spirits eager to listen. Baba Thabani was not just a storyteller, he was the keeper of the village's soul. His skin was as wrinkled as the dry bark of the baobab, and his voice carried the dust of countless seasons. When he spoke, even the babies stopped crying, and the restless boys sat with knees pressed to their chests, their wide eyes shining with reflected firelight. One such night, when the wind whispered secrets in the grass, Baba Thabani leaned forward and said, "Tonight, I will tell you the tale of the man who tried to outrun his shadow." The crowd leaned closer. Sparks rose like tiny stars. There once was a man named Sipho, proud and strong. Sipho feared nothing, not lion, not storm, not even death itself. He walked the forest as if he owned them. He fished from the river as if it owed him its waters. But Sipho had one enemy, his own shadow. You see, children, Sipho believed that within his shadow lived a spirit that grew stronger with every wrong he committed. And Sipho had done many wrongs. He cheated his neighbors. He hunted when the spirits of the land asked for peace. He spoke cruelly to his elders, and each time his shadow grew darker, thicker, heavier. One day, the village seer told him, "Your shadow will soon devour you if you do not change your ways." But Sipho laughed. He said, "I will outrun it. I will leave it behind." And so Sipho began to run. He ran from his village. He ran across the fields. He ran past the rivers into the desert, and still, his shadow followed, a black snake slithering at his feet. Days turned into nights, and nights into madness. Sipho ran until his legs bled and his breath rattled in his chest. Finally, in a place where the sand burned like fire and the sun was an eye too heavy to bear, Sipho fell to his knees. He cried to the heavens, "Why can I not be free?" And from the ground rose his shadow, taller than any man, thicker than any storm cloud. It spoke in a voice that shook the bones of the earth. "You cannot outrun what lives inside you." And with that, Sipho was swallowed by his own darkness, leaving only a hollow in the sand where he fell. The fire cracked loudly, a log broke and sent a shower of orange sparks into the night. The villagers sat in silence, their faces carved with the glow of the fire. Only the crickets dared to make a sound.